Hey there, what's up? What's going on? How are you? Hope you're having an awesome day. My name's Steve Vaughn. Appreciate you checking this out. And I am having a pretty good day. I run a lot. I love to run, and I haven't ran in about 3 weeks because I had some shin splints. I was having trouble saying that earlier. And so today I ran perfectly good, no problem. So I'm happy about that. And it's Sunday, always a good day to kind of reflect, see what's going on. So the question is, do you want to be happy? Huh? Do you? Huh? Do you? I know I do. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, there was a time where I wouldn't have said that because I thought wanting to be happy was kind of I don't know, I thought it was like, cheap isn't the right word, but I thought that happiness wasn't something we should try to go after for whatever reason. So anyway, so lately in the last probably 5 years or so, I guess, I've just decided, there's nothing wrong with being happy. Let me kind of get this, there we go. That's a little better. So I've been thinking a lot about it, read a lot about it, and I came across an article lately, and sadly, I can't remember how I came across it. I think maybe it was one of my Facebook friends had posted a link to it. But anyway, it was from a couple years back, and it was by a minister. But it was simply like the difference between what happy people do and what unhappy people do. These are things that happy people do that unhappy people don't. So I got 3 of them here for you tonight that are really, I thought, were pretty insightful. So let's get right at it. Number 1 is to focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. And the thinking is to be thankful for what you have rather than just dwelling on what you don't have. And I realize that's tough in today's kind of materialistic society. When every commercial in the world is trying to bang through our head that we should want this or that or the other thing. But instead, be happy with what you have. That doesn't mean you can't want to be better, be a better person, but and I don't. It's the materialistic thing kind of bogs me down if I start thinking about it too much. Because I think for a long time, trying to not be materialistic kept me from being ambitious, if that makes sense. I thought that, since we're not supposed to be materialistic, then I shouldn't be ambitious, so I shouldn't try to be better because I'm not after money. That's a weird equation, but that's what I was, in my mind, I think that's what I was doing. So anyway, be thankful and focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. That's number 1. Number 2 is to question your expectations. Make sure that what you are expecting from yourself and out of life is realistic and matches up with who you are. I think that's probably the best way, at least for me, to think about it. And don't make them unrealistic. Don't make them pie in the sky, because then you'll, when you're just saying, oh, I want to have a huge mansion somewhere. And if you're not anywhere close to that, and you focus just on that, then that gap is going to bring you down, and so that will make you unhappy. So number one was focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. Number two is to question your sources and the sources of your expectations. Number three is to be generous, and that the writer of this article said basically that selfish people are miserable, and I think that that's generally true, because if we're automatically thinking of I got this and I don't want anybody else to have it, that's immediately building a wall between you and other people, and that's not a good thing. And I'll tell you one thing that's had an impact on me in that regard is I'm part of this Facebook group, and we do a thing called Wealth Wednesday, in which it involves the exchange of a financial exchange for somebody you don't know who can't do anything in return. And so every Wednesday, I don't always get to do it on Wednesday, but once a week at least, I try to do something like I will overtip somebody. One of my favorite things is to tip the person at the drive-through window at a fast food place, because those folks are not expecting it. And so if you hand them a couple of bucks and say, hey, this is for you, thank you for the service, a lot of times they'll give you a weird look and then they'll go, oh, thank you. I mean, they are really thankful, and it gives you a good feeling. So be generous is the third thing that happy people do that unhappy people don't. So the first one is to focus on what you have and not on what you don't have. The second one is to consider your expectations. Make sure they're realistic. It's okay to dream, but just don't get too out there that it's not impossible to attain. And then the third one is to be generous. So hope that was helpful to you. Hope it meant something to you. I really liked the article, and there was not only those three, there was 9 other ones. So if you drop me a message, comment or something, just let me know, and I'll be glad to share the other 9 with you. And there was one that really has helped me kind of tweak my thinking, my mindset, that really has helped me, and I think it'll help you too. And that's it for tonight, and appreciate you watching again. And in the immortal words of Winnie the Pooh, always remember that you're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, and you are smarter than you think. Catch you next time.